Hello, everybody. Welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Keeping with yesterday's theme of doing a bock, this is a Doppelbock, which is considered like a bigger version of that, a double if you will. And we got the same issue with this. They do take the time to put the ABV on this one. It says here the ABV on this one is 7.8%, and this is Autumnal Fire from Capital Brewery, and they're out of Middleton, Wisconsin. I cannot get these beers here. This is the 2012 edition, so this beer is over a year old. Matt sent this to me. This beer has been sitting somewhere for quite a while. It being a 7.8%, it's not going to go bad, but the booziness may have subsided a little bit. I was really thinking this was this year's version of it, but it's got 2012 right here on the upper label up here. So this beer is over a year old. So hopefully it won't be too bad. What do you think, guys? I'm sure it'll be all right. Matt, thanks again for sending these beers to me. I do appreciate it. The ABV is 7.8 on the bottle, and Rate Beer says it's 8.5. So I don't know if the 2013 edition is a bigger ABV than the 2012 edition is or not. So we'll check Beer Advocate here in a minute. We'll go over and the food pairings for this. Cuisine, of course, is German. The cheeses are buttery, brie, Gouda, Havarti, Swiss. Your more earthy cheeses, Camembert, Fontina. And since it has some chocolate notes, they say it goes well with chocolate. And the meat is game, just like it was on the Bock beer. The glassware is a Pilsner glass, Pokal, mug, side ale, the stein, the stange. And this is what I say when I say a stange. This is what it is. It is a tall, cylinder type glass. Very tall and skinny. So I figured I'd go ahead and bring this out, and we'll do this Doppelbock in this taller glass. And it says here, of course, the beer can be set up for long periods under the proper conditions. The ABV from Beer Advocate also says it's 7.8%, and that's what this bottle has on it. So, man, the ABVs, I don't know where some of the ABVs come from these two different sites, especially when it's not listed either on the bottle or on their website, so I don't know how they come up with it. So, looks like Beer Advocate come up with the winner on this one because that's what it has on the bottle, 7.8%. The commercial description: a blazing rich beer. This is a Doppelbock based on an Oktoberfest personality, which is a lager. Warm and intriguing, the perfect brandy snifter beer, available in September and October. So we're into December, and this is a 2012, so it's well over a year old. It's in the 14 to 15 month age on this beer here. So I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about, so let's get this thing out of the bottle and into the glass. Nice hiss. This is a twisty, so all you home brewers, the bottle is garbage. And that's what the stange looks like. This one has a big Beck's logo on the back of it, and I'll try to keep that out of your eyes. We'll go over into the light. It is pretty much looks just like the one we did yesterday. It looks very much like a Bock beer. It is a deep amber copper colored. A lot of bubbles streaming up from the bottom of it. going to be pretty much similar to the Bock beer, except that this is a little bit bigger in the ABV. Hopefully there's a little more taste in there too. We'll see. Usually when you brew a bigger beer, you have more malts and all that kind of stuff to produce the sugars that the yeast turn into alcohol. That's how that works. So, looks very good in the glass. A good finger of head on that one. Let's get a nose on it. Yes, smells very, very similar to the one we did yesterday. A lot of rich caramel and toffee. A lot of maltiness in this, sweet maltiness in there. Maybe a little brown sugar. I'm not really getting a whole lot of alcohol, but like I said, it may have had a little more alcohol in it when it was fresher. Now that it's over a year old, the alcohol probably has mellowed out just a little bit. Just a slight hint of the alcohol to me. Not much, not even hardly worth not even mentioning hardly. Smells very good in the glass, guys, so let's give it a hit. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Matt. Thanks again, buddy. Very, very similar to the Bock beer from yesterday. This one has just a little more maltiness to it to me. And just a tad sweeter too to me. Wow, very tasty. Caramel toffee. Maybe a little dark fruit in there, raisins or dates. Brown sugar. Very tasty. Very, very tasty. Very, very, both these styles are very similar. The Bock and the Doppelbock. Just a little bit bigger in the ABV and a little more sweet maltiness to go with this. Wow. Very tasty, guys. Well, let's right out of the fridge, 40 degrees. We're going to let it warm up just a hair and let the other half sip on it, but very comparable to the Bock that we did yesterday. Like I said, I never did find out what the ABV was on that one. Somewhere between 6.7 and 7.3, where this one's 7.8. Just a tad stronger, not much. Very pleasant though. Stick around, I'll be right back. We'll do the final chug. Alright guys, I'm back. This beer is delicious. Just the right amount of alcohol for me. This is a little more tastier than just the standard Bock beer, but I enjoyed this quite a bit. For a lager, this is what I would like. I mean, much, much better than the standard macro lager. A lot more taste, not getting the corn and the rice and all that adjunct stuff that they put in those beers. This is very delicious, guys. Let's do the final chug. Oh yeah. Now that it's warmed up, the alcohol is not made any more present, so I think the year aging on this beer, like I said, I've not had a fresh one, but I think the aging on this one has done this beer very well. So, very tasty. Matt, thanks again for sending this beer. I enjoyed it thoroughly. It is definitely a well-made beer. Guys, I'm going to give this, if it had the IBUs on it, I'd be curious to know what it is, because I don't have that information on there. It does have 2012 here on the upper neck of the label, so that's good enough for me on this style of beer, being 7 point some percent, and I don't know where. Unless the 2013 is an 8.5. That's what Rate Beer has on it. Beer Advocate says that it's only 7.80, so almost an 8%er for the 2012. Very tasty, guys. I enjoyed it thoroughly. So let's see what the other guys say about this. We'll go over to Beer Advocate, and Beer Advocate says it's 91, which is in their outstanding range. Would not argue with that one bit. Very delicious Doppelbock, guys. If you can get this beer, you need to pick it up and give it a try if you like this style of beer. Over to Rate Beer. Ray Beer is very generous with this one too. Overall, it's 97 and 98 in the style, so would not argue with those numbers at all either. Very delicious beer. A lot of taste in this beer. I enjoyed it. It was not quite blowing my hair back or my socks off, but it's damn close. So I think it's probably a 9 out of 10, guys. It's very tasty. I would have to give it the 9 out of 10. Definitely a tad better than the standard bock that we did yesterday. So if you've had this one, give me some comments back on this one, whether you like it, didn't like it. I did like it. So hit that like button, rate, comment, subscribe, and let's go check out and see what's in that fridge tomorrow. See you then.